Why? I just want a smooth fucking show, man. Fucking seriously? First show in almost 3 months. First regular show in almost 6. This shit happens. We're not even out of the goddamn gate. What the fuck? Goodness.
It's Vince McMahon. He knows what you're about to say.
Is Vince McMahon the imposter? After all, he is looking a little sus.
Dude, fuck a little sus.
Doing tasks. God damn it. I was doing tasks. I was polishing my damn poster of Gary Strider.
Vince, I could have sworn I've seen you get out of that vent. I saw you in the vent, Vince.
Wasn't in the vent. You must have got it mistaken for my son, my seed.
The three of us have been playing / watching a lot of Among Us. And no, fuck a little sus. Vince McMahon is a whole shitload of sus lately. Anyway, before I was so fucking rudely goddamn interrupted, I don't have to put that shit together in post, and I hate doing that. Like, I do all the pre-production so I don't have to do the post-production, for fuck's sake. Fuck you, Internet! Fuck you! I guess we all get into... Well, I'm good and angry and all kinds of serious here. Why are we back? Well, obviously, Retribution brought it back, and we'll... Oh, don't worry. We'll make fun / scream the fuck out of it. But I believe there is actually a bit of business to do. And I believe it does involve the drink of Jericho.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
All right, now that that's done. Jay Coggin, speaking of Vince McMahon being sus, Matt Riddle's wrestling on SmackDown right now, and that is pretty sus. I mean, which is unfortunate because he's not that sus. All right, obviously a couple of big changes. One, we're starting at 9 instead of 10. The only reason why we did it at 10 is because I didn't really have the time to start at 9. I just wanted to start at 10. Now, well, you know what? I got more time. You know, it's 9 to 5, and I'm back home usually by 6. During the pandemic, I am home already. Why not start at 9 like every other show we do on this show, except for the Sunday show? 2, some of you watch SmackDown, you poor fuckers. So why not? Our voices are probably better than the commentary, the forced garbage that is commentary on SmackDown. No disrespect meant to Cole and Graves. They're doing their jobs, and their job is regurgitating shit. It's not easy. All the respect in the world to them. Am I still live? No, we're still good. We're still good.
We're live, baby.
Good. So that reset really did work. Good. Okay. Couple of things. You might notice the chat's gone. I just noticed that too. I believe because we transferred to a different kind of browser for the live chat thing. We won't be able to see it on the page anymore. Which is sad, but we do still see the chat room on the board. I still have it on screen right here, so we will still discuss, and if you have any questions or whatever, feel free to type them in. You can still highlight the message, so there is that. For the most part, at this point, it's literally just a case of why am I back? Well, it's been too long, and I need to scream into a microphone again, even if it is at the expense of the two gentlemen here. Sorry, boys, it's been a while. Couple of things. Obviously, while we were gone, a lot of shit hit the fan. Obviously, the human malware still continues to be a thing, which is very unfortunate. Here's how we're handling this. If it happens, we'll bring it up. Fair enough. Case in point, Lance Archer, he tested positive for the thing. Hopefully he gets better in 2 weeks. If you ask me, stay out for the month. You got the shot anyway. Why not delay it? We'll get another chance. We'll get another challenger for that anniversary show.
Yeah, I heard he's doing well. In fact, they did an interview with him.
You know what? He may be
Wait,
asymptomatic, which is not a bad thing. You just got to wait the virus out at that point. That's it could be it could be much worse. Also, the speaking out movement. Now, if you folks don't watch T-Dub's Rift Zone Gaming, shame. It's literally 90 minutes of me and Shintigercurl and I and a few others roasting T-Dub while he plays video games. And sometimes we talk about professional wrestling and the happenings on. And T-Dub and myself and the crew have very different ideas on the handling of the speaking out movement as far as professional wrestling is concerned. Now, that doesn't mean I disagree with the damn movement. In fact, there are some pieces of garbage who deserve what they deserve. But as far as what this show is, we've always said we are a review show. We're not super serious, though. If a show that does demand it, we will definitely go serious, and we will go serious because guess what I forgot to do today because I got busy at work. Dang it!
What a rush!
What a rush! Yeah, I had a what a rush! I had a few rushes today, and I'm pretty sure you had a couple of rushes at your work too, there, T-Dub. We'll get to him. That being said, our show is making fun of shit. And I've come up with this rule in my head when it comes to talking about professional wrestling on this show. And I'm calling it the Ronda Rousey rule. Fame because we've had T-Dub and I've had that discussion famously because of Ronda. Outside shenanigans does not equal in-ring or on-screen stuff. My job as someone who does this, that screams into a microphone and talks about professional wrestling is, what I see on screen is what I talk/joke about. Now, it's well established, it's public, the footage is out there. Ronda Rousey is a garbage person. She's a transphobe. Okay. Garbage human being. Or a very wrong opinion. She gets to live her life, I'm living mine. She wants to step in the ring, I, as a wrestling fan, will speak my opinion. Simple. Same thing with the Velveteen Dream. Same thing as with Matt Riddle. Same thing with Marty Scurll if we happen to have the chance to watch a Ring of Honor show. Same thing with Will Ospreay with the G1 Climax, allegedly, with Will Ospreay.
It's not alleged. There is multiple evidence to the point where even Monster had to call him out on it.
All right, it's been a while since I've been out of the loop because I just want to stay out of the loop for the longest time and de-stress.
Yeah. On the latest Monster Sounds Off, he had to call out Will Ospreay on this stuff, and he even said that this is going to follow Will Ospreay around for a long time. This ain't going away.
Mm-hmm. So, here's the thing. My job is to watch what the fuck happens in the ring. Now, if the outside shenanigans happen to bite you in the ass, and we can make fun of it, we're going to laugh at your ass. But until then, oh yeah, alleged, oh it's proven, oh there's evidence. I said, okay, cool. Where's the court of law to prove it? But, at the same time, okay, cool. I'm going to watch the wrestling, and I will critique on the wrestling and what I see on screen. Now, Will Ospreay is a bastard. Great. But I'm not going to jump and cancel everything because, oh, he did one thing wrong or one thing right. Listen, that's not my thing. If I had a couple of $1 million in a wrestling company, okay, I would not hire the guy. But I don't have that. I'm just a guy who just watches wrestling. So if I happen to see Will Ospreay versus name a guy and it happens to be good, I will say, well, that match was good. And if someone wants to bring up what Will Ospreay does, yeah, I know. We fucking know. I'm just saying, I'm watching the wrestling. Period. Okay?
Yep.
That being said, let's make fun and let's talk about wrestling. And the first thing we need to do, obviously, is, well, I forgot to ring the bell 10 times, but we do need to pay our respects to Joe Laurinaitis, a.k.a. Road Warrior Animal. Oh, man, 60. Can you believe that?
So young.
I feel so bad for this family. From what I've read and what people have heard, what a man.
Oh, yeah, especially from our own buddy, Matty D, who had an interaction with him showing off one of the figures that he makes for wrestlers, because that's one of the things he does. He makes posters and figurines of wrestlers.
He's been posting on both Instagram and Facebook those pictures this week, and it's heartbreaking, but it reminds you of the reach wrestlers and wrestling fans do with each other, which is, it's unfortunate. We don't know what I don't think I've been out of the loop. I'm starting to get back in the loop. There is no a cause of death attributed yet. The only thing is oh man. Now Heaven's got a tag team division.
One hell of a tag team division.
Hell yeah. So rest in peace, Road Warrior Animal. Ye shall be missed. And tell Hockey we said hi. That being said, shall we have some fun, boys? I think it's time I hit a button and we start having some fun. Club of the Week is not Retribution, but we will get to that first. We want to give you some good stuff. And the good stuff, that's usually out of AEW. They've been hit and miss. I mean, all that was they're easily their worst pay-per-view to date. But look, their worst pay-per-view probably outdid WWE's best pay-per-view so far this year. So I'm not gonna say it was all that bad. You saw my review / rating for that. It was 2.5 out of 5, and it's understandable. They were in Florida in August, or it's early September, but middle of the friggin' summer, in Florida. Just ouch.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
So
I've been in Florida during the spring and it was blazing hot. I can't imagine summer.
So understandable. It just like I said on Twitter, they had an off night, but today on Wednesday, far from it. They ooh shit. I mean, compared to Monday, ooh, breath of. This is why we have alternate wrestling or wrestling alternatives. To hear stuff like the former Luke Harper cut, I want to say a babyface, heel babyface, a fire promo, a fiery promo. It's a screaming, over the top, Bruiser Brody style promo at this point. I think that's the only comparison I could give you. Here's Brody Lee on the return of Cody. Take a listen.
You gotta be kidding me! The audacity of a man, the audacity of you, Cody, to return like that! You have been gone for 5 weeks while I've been here doing the work, being undeniable! Oh my God, the audacity of Cody. What kind of man sends another man to do his work? Did you see what I did to Dustin? Did you see what Anna Jay did to Brandy? What kind of man, Cody? What kind of man lets his wife post Instagram thirst traps while calling me daddy? What kind of man stays away in a little bubble? A man like you, Cody. But you are no man. You are a coward. Give me that silver. Give it to me. Get the hell out of here. Cody, you can run on for a long time, but sooner or later, Brody Lee is gonna cut you down. And I am gonna take this dog collar, Cody. I am gonna wrap it around your neck. I am gonna wrap it around that God-forsaken tattoo. And you, Cody, will have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. You, Cody, you have 1 week to end Answer me. Are you a man or are you a coward?
Not gonna lie, folks. It was between that and Eddie Kingston's promo at the top of the near the top of the program on Dynamite. And I had to flip a coin.
Before we even talk about it, can I just say one thing?
Absolutely.
God damn you, you fuck up.
Who? Oh, Silver. Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Everybody.
Oh no! Don't worry. I did my part. By the way, we are indeed. But let's pull the veil before let's close the veil and say that we are members of the Dark Order. Let's pull the veil back. That was obviously a heel promo by Brody Lee, trying to masquerading it as a babyface promo, like a shouty. But I'm like, wait a minute, it's a shouty big man promo, 80s style, man. How long has it been since we had a big shouty, screamy dude promo? And a good one at that.
Dude, he quoted Johnny Cash. Johnny fucking Cash. And it made sense in context.
I love this fucking company. Like, I regret not buying Double or Nothing earlier. I really do now. Not gonna lie. But, what? Uh-oh.
Hold on, guys. I gotta take this one second.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, it's Warhorse. He's calling for his shouty promo back.
Hey. Warhorse has a great shouty promo, but it's a different shouty promo. Him is a fiery... Holy shit, it is a Deceived promo.
Yeah, so Mr. Brody Lee might want to watch your back because there are 3 things that are certain in life. You don't spin the wind, you don't tie on Superman's cape, and Warhorse rolls ass!
We've... God damn this pandemic, because there are certain things true in life. There is a spot for Warhorse on mainstream TV wrestling. There is a spot somewhere. And it probably he would fit in the NWA.
What NWA?
With that promos, National Wrestling Alliance.
If it still exists.
I mean,
have you seen how many people they've lost?
Yeah.
They've lost Tasha Steele. They've lost Melina, apparently.
Yeah.
They've lost Stu Bennett.
Yeah.
They've lost. They lost fucking Ricky Starks.
Yeah, Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston, and Thunder Rosa showed up with the NWA title on AEW. But again, this is before the pandemic. We still had NWA Power and everything else. I'm just saying, could you imagine Warhorse cutting a promo on that Power set?
You forgot one person they also lost. Zicky Dice, their television champion.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, they lost both of their television champions.
NWA's on a rebuild at this point. Though they had that video, the 10 pounds of gold. They're promoting Nick Aldis versus Mike Bennett.
I believe that already happened.
That already happened? Ah, shit, I missed it. Again, out of the loop. But
as long as they got the national treasure, they can bounce back.
Yeah, and at this point, if he's still the NWA champion, look, hey, door's still open for match number 3 between Cody and Nick Aldis, and AEW's got the platform, and at this point, they're willing to work with Thunder Rosa, and she showed up with that belt and defended that belt on Dynamite. So,
That's right, I'm gonna go to AEW. I'm going to defend my NWA World Heavyweight title against the #1 wrestler in All Elite Wrestling, Brandon Cutler.
Hold on there, dummy. You're not going anywhere until you have a piece of the main event himself right here, dummy. Eli
Drake. I miss Eli Drake promos. I do.
I still video I made when Eli Drake beat Johnny Nitro. I went to Johnny Impact Slamtown. I paved that some bitch over, and I made my own. I made my own bakery. It's called Eli's Cakes. Yummy, yeah,
Yummy. Yeah.
Oh, Eli's Cakes, that whole GIF is actually the first thing that comes up when you type in Eli Drake on Twitter.
Yes.
Like when you search for Eli Drake GIF, that's what comes up.
Which it should.
That makes so much sense. Anyway, so and Eddie Kingston with a promo.
Can I just say that Eddie Kingston might have been the best pickup that AEW's done in the last 2 months.
I mean, on the short term, I mean, we already brought up Lance Archer testing positive for COVID-19. Jesus, if they didn't have a guy like that to slot in with Dean the Moxley.
Can I just say, I hope I wasn't the only one who, when they were watching that match, were getting a lot of New Japan vibes.
I mean, Eddie Kingston's influence with one of the 4 pillars of heaven. They brought it up on commentary. That's how I know. But, Eddie Kingston's got some Japanese influence, and obviously John Mox, the Mox over there. He's the IWGP US Heavyweight Champion of the world. So that makes sense.
And not only that, but Kingston is, from what I've seen of him throughout the past decade or so, is an amazing technical wrestler when he wants to be. He's not just all about brawling. He knows how to do the submission stuff.
Hell, we've watched his matches in Chikara. He's a great technical guy.
Yeah, he can wrestle any style you want. But the thing that usually pays bills for him is do a more brawly style, so that's what you usually see from him more often than not. But when he needs to, he can brawl.
The strong style brawl he had with Mox in the main event, short as it was great. And it looks like they're building up to more, at least on TV, and that is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I thought the finish was really nice in protecting Kingston because Mox was able to win, but by choking him out, so Eddie Kingston was able to say, hey, I didn't give up. The referee made me lose. So he still has that excuse in his back pocket, just like with not losing the Battle Royal. He technically, in his mind, did not lose here because he was not pinned and he did not tap out.
Can I just, and I don't want to, what I'm going to say, I'm not going to try to ruffle some feathers. I'm just saying, as a comparison, if there was an analog to Eddie Kingston in New Japan, I would have to say it would be Minoru Suzuki.
In a sense.
Because Eddie Kingston may not be the most in shape guy. He may not have the best build, but he has this look and aura about him that is just deadly. Like, he looks like he could kill you, not fight you, not wrestle you.
He's got an aura. He's got an aura of I will fuck you up just by walking up to you.
Actually, if you're gonna make a comparison to anyone, really, I thought it was going to be Ishii.
Oh, I say
that's another good comparison. But Kingston has that Ishii. I don't think there's a true comparison to Ishii, but with Kingston, he does bring that aura of I have the ability to fuck you up. Minoru Suzuki has that legitimate aura as well. And now I want to watch, and now I have this wonderful image of Eddie Kingston versus Minoru Suzuki. Someone book this match when this pandemic is over.
Yeah, if that ever happens, those two are going to kill each other.
I want to
in
be
crowd.
ringside
They
for
will-
that.
Well, they will go into the crowd and start beating each other with members of the crowd. That's how crazy they would get.
Boys. I know I've said this and with maximum regret, but I am willing to be a part of that sacrifice if needed for the greatest match of all time.
Yeah, minority. You calling yourself the king? You're nothing but a pretend old man, and I'm here to put you down like the bitch that you are.
Dear New Japan Pro Wrestling, I know he signed with AEW, but sign Eddie Kingston, please.
One person who might be going to New Japan due to his availability through AEW is Miro,
That's
the best
right.
man.
Best man who debuted. He popped up a couple weeks ago, made his debut. Rocky start, admittedly, but it's good to see he's having fun out there. You know, after the match was over, he stares at a camera. Game over. I love him. I love him. Yeah.
It's good to see Miro back in wrestling and looking like he's enjoying himself.
At
And
the
that's what's
very
most
least.
important.
Like the do. He stole. Like the do. It looks like he stole Cody's hair bleach. Good gimmick.
Ha!
Anyway, so we could gush, but we'll continue gushing about AEW in a few minutes. But here, ladies and gentlemen, you're wondering what took so long to come back and why am I back? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Slapjack, T-Bar, and it doesn't matter what the third guy's name is because you've already fucked it up.
Mace. And don't forget the fourth member, Reckoning.
Mia Yum, you fucking Dominic Dijakovic, Mercedes Martinez, Mia Yim, all three fucked up. Dio Madden, you didn't even give him a chance to try to do something in NXT. You fucked him up. Who's the fifth person in there? God.
Shane Thorne.
Much talent. So much talent wasted.
Talent. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. We have signed Retribution, the same group that's been trying to fuck everything up. Are you nuts? Are you insane, Junior? What the couldn't even book a match to say, hey, if they win, they'll get contract. Couldn't even do that. T-Bar. Gentlemen, I'm going to show my ignorance. I don't know what the fuck a slapjack is, but I know it's not supposed to be a good nickname.
It's what Stevie Ray used when he was with the NWO.
Yeah, it's a weapon. We've seen actually for a bit, Proud and Powerful use a slapjack as a weapon.
Car junkies telling me, Matty, please do not have an aneurysm over this crap. Folks, I was going to have an aneurysm because I would have to hold myself in if I didn't have a 90-minute podcast on a weekly.
But Matty, you can't see the big WrestleMania main events. It's going to be the return of John Cena. He is going to be facing one-on-one in the biggest main event of all time, T-Bar. T-Bar is ready.
Yeah,
Do not. No. T-Dub, you will not sully the good name of Bonesaw McGraw in comparison to T-Bar. That is an insult to Randy Savage, and you know it.
Who's the next to join up? Chicken Bone? Well,
you know, the Wrestle Talk boys, they've been doing their own gimmicks. Everyone's been doing their own gimmicks. So my name's Fat Fuck. That's the Troll, and that's Straw Hat. Or Hat Guy.
Yeah.
See how stupid this gimmick is?
I've been watching podcasts all week from JD to Brian Alvarez to Dave Meltzer to Brian
Dave
Zane.
Meltzer had an aneurysm.
All of them are in agreement.
Brian Alvarez had an aneurysm on live radio and on Twitch. I was there.
You know something? This could have been great because they already had a Retribution in WWE. It was a little group that we like to call Sanity.
Yeah,
and
but
one of them,
instead
and one of them, and a bunch of them left because you fucking fired them in April. 1, 2, and then he's an Impact World Champion and taking a shit on your company as we speak.
Oh wait,
The main roster, they completely destroyed her character from something interesting to being a fucking Alexa Bliss fangirl.
Who?
Talking about Nicole.
Oh, Nikki Cross. You know what? At the very least, they're trying to reestablish it.
Nikki Cross is dead. She died in NXT. She was replaced by Nicole.
Can we get back to Retribution and how Vince McMahon is fucking up his own company? Don't even get me started on Keith fucking Lee.
you don't like the singlet or the new and improved music?
At this point,
His NXT theme was better. By the way,
it's become a...
wind blocker on the new mic. Like it. Anyway, move on. Fuck you, Junior.
I believe Shane. What were you gonna say?
At this point, I don't know who got it worse, Keith Lee or Big Double D.
Dominic Dijakovic, who had... And you know what? At the very least, Vince has a modicum of interest still on Keith Lee. Dominic Dijakovic went from a legit NXT badass looking for a championship to T-Bar. Mini Bane. No.
God, They should, if they were going to do that, they should have gone all the way. They should have had him just do an impersonation of Bane from The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, WWE, you're in for a reckoning. Yes, we are Retribution. I am T-Bar, and your reckoning is upon you.
People bring justice, purity to the WWE.
And Mia Yim, poor Mia Yim, slashed up mask. There's a message. Fuck you, Vinny. Also, looking at the makeup, gimmick infringement much? That's Chris Stanlander's look.
No. She was doing a Black Panther gimmick. She was doing the Wakanda face paint.
Now I am sad. I'm sadder than I have ever been sad. Why?
People have been asking me what kind of button I was going to hit. You know what? All we got. You know what? I'm gonna do a combo joke for you. Retribution. And that's all I need to say. Because at this point, it's over.
I'm going Homer Simpson on this. I'm gonna go Homer Simpson on this. Man, Retribution did sure suck last night. I've seen some sucky snakes before, but they just plain suck. Face it, they were the suckiest bunch of sucks
ever sucked.
They were the suckiest bunch of sucks who ever sucked.
There are at least a few decent things happening on NXT, at least. Like, there's apparently a mystery NXT Who-Man looming around, trying to make an impact of sorts.
I'm slowly starting to care about NXT, and I hate saying that.
I've stopped caring about NXT the minute they went on Wednesday, because at this point, it went from something you could watch on the network legitimately and feel good about the wrestling business, about WWE, to now it's just another blatant attempt of Vince McMahon to fuck up the wrestling industry again.
Yeah,
It's blatant.
It does seem. Yeah, it does seem quite obvious that Vince is using NXT as a weapon to try to take digs at AEW by just trying to chip away whatever audience they can. But
And he's
that's all they
forced,
can
and
do.
the worst part is he's forcing the issue, and in the process, our greatest fears have come alive. NXT is actually starting to wane. It's not working as well as it should be. The best part is, there was this like 3 to 4 week period where they had to be on separate nights, like both NXT and AEW, and they both performed better on separate nights. People wanted to watch. Even NXT did better. So, from a business standpoint, from a, hey, let's save face and, hey, let's show that, hey, we can still attract a numerous amount of people, it would make sense to just say, hey, you know what? How about we move NXT back on Tuesday? We get more viewers there. But no, Vince says, fuck AEW.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that if USA Network have their way, and if they do want to have their way, they will, then by the end of the year, NXT will be off of Wednesdays, be it Tuesdays, Thursdays, whatever. It will not be on Wednesday if the ratings keep up.
Someone's going to look at the math of those 4 weeks and go, we make more money when we're not on Wednesday. Fuck whatever is going to happen on TNT. It's just, we make more money on another day. And if you want us to pay you the money, you will be going on Tuesday. Permanently.
The biggest thing that kind of showed me that something is wrong with NXT right now that's been bothering me?
Is it the hotshot booking?
Not just that, but you do realize that we are like a week or two away from the next takeover, and they only just started building up to it like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, because it was a last-minute takeover because they want to pop a network rating, WWE network thing. I have no idea what they're doing. Why? I got nothing.
Yeah, because we've all watched NXT long enough to know when they build up a takeover, they take months to build up a takeover, and it feels big. This just feels rushed and cheap. I'm not saying.
And the last takeover, never mind that. The takeover 30, they were, this was clearly they were going to, the whole company moved to the Thunderdome. And takeovers, I mean, obviously because of the pandemic, they had to move, they filmed everything at Full Sail University, and that's fine. But you had a clear and present opportunity to bring at least the feeling of what a big time takeover card feels like, and you just kept it at Full Sail when it would have obviously benefited the show a little better if it was in that arena, in the Thunderdome.
Yeah, at least then you could at least have fan faces and just a bigger presentation, which is what takeovers usually do. They have a much bigger presentation than the weekly shows, but when they have just the exact same thing, it just comes out and just feels lacking. It did.
It felt, and the show was fine, but it felt something. Okay, 3 red X's as a stage. When they did In Your House, it felt fine, but here it's like something's missing. Doesn't feel like a takeover, and they're gonna do it at Full Sail again. It's not gonna feel like a takeover. It's gonna feel like a NXT Saturday special. Not that there's anything wrong with it with that, but it's still, it's what's gonna feel like.
Yeah, and we at least do have 2 matches to look forward to, and that is Io Shirai defending the NXT Women's title against Candice LeRae, and Finn Balor defending the NXT title against Kyle O'Reilly. Those should be good matches, but I don't really see Finn Balor losing. I could see Io losing, and also Johnny Gargano winning the North American title from Damian Priest, which is another match that'll be happening that weekend.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a case of the power couple will get it. Will get their gold, and then we'll retain against Kyle O'Reilly in what will be match of the fucking night. Like, seriously, that's got sleeper mode on that.
Yeah, I like this because me and Matty, and probably Shin as well, we've been fans of Kyle O'Reilly since like the 2010s, 2009s.
Like
around there.
we've known of Kyle O'Reilly since when Kyle was a tag team with Adam Cole, baby. That's how long we've known of Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, also his feud with Adam Cole in Ring of Honor, where they had that blood feud.
And that was a blood feud, and it ended at Wrestle Kingdom. That's how big a feud it was.
Blood feud was amazing.
Yeah, and it was nice to see Kyle O'Reilly as ROH World Champion, even if it was just for a short period of time. But, during his Ring of Honor days, while you did eventually find success as a tag team, he was also a very good singles wrestler, and I really can't wait for him to show off here his skills as a singles wrestler.
And that's the thing about Red Dragon or the O'Reilly and Bobby Fish is, as a tag team, excellent. And they're a great tag team. They're just great tag team who happen to be great single stars, but they just tag regularly because they happen to work well as a tag team.
And to JC in the chat, Priest just got that belt, but NXT's never really been above hot-shotting belts. I mean, almost every babyface tag team it gets the belt only to lose it.
They hot-shotted it between Joe and, I want to say Joe and Nakamura. Yeah. It's been a while.
They did it with Sammy and KO.
Yeah, Sammy and KO for a bit.
And look at Johnny Gargano. Damn near all of his title runs were hot shots.
And they were effective, so that's the difference between NXT hot shots and WWE hot shots at the very least.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying.
So yeah, it feels weird, is what we have to say here. Is there anything else before we move on this one?
That's all I got on the WWE end, really.
Let's just go away from it. Let's go away from it.
All right, let's head to up north to a northern Florida territory, AEW. Let's see, we have Brody Lee defending the TNT Championship against Orange Cassidy in a
people are taking. I gotta say something real quick. V1 is not liking Orange Cassidy's gimmick. He is very vocal of that.
Well, that's his problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's his problem. I've been a fan of his gimmick since I first saw it a few years ago, and I'm glad he's doing it on a big stage. And he really got to show off his skills in this match against Brody Lee. He looks really strong at the end because it looks like he was just about to win, but then John Silver gets involved. He's able to cause just enough of a distraction for Mr. Brody Lee to hit the discus lariat. 1, 2, 3. Brody Lee wins. Looks like they're about to give a huge beatdown to Orange Cassidy, but who makes the save? But there's more than one royal family.
He's got black hair again. It feels weird.
Cody freaking Rhodes coming out looking like Tom Ellis from Lucifer.
I knew I really need to start watching that show. God damn it!
By the way, for those before you heard Tito boo me, it's like he's got black hair. He's got black hair again. It feels weird.
I miss blonde Cody.
It's one of those things where you see the blonde hair, it's like, okay, that's gonna be strange, but you get used to it. Here it's like you dyed your hair black.
Well, that's his natural hair color.
I know it's like, what happened?
I miss the Rhodes blonde because that's like the Rhodes family hair color, blonde.
Yeah.
Come on.
I guess it'll be a case of it'll be built up over the next couple of weeks for sure. But it's one of those. Of course, the announcers build it up as maybe we were seeing a darker side to Cody Rhodes. That's fair enough. I'm like, okay, can he cut a promo explaining what the fuck
next week,
please?
Also, a lot of the folks I was talking to were surprised at how tough Orange Cassidy was when he took a beating from Brody Lee. And I had to remind them, look, before this pandemic went down, Orange Cassidy was scheduled to go up against Minoru friggin' Suzuki.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You don't get booked in a match with Minoru friggin' Suzuki unless either you have a death wish or you're really, really tough.
And it's one of those, and it was at it was at Joey Janela's spring break events, right? I think that's where it was booked. So, hey,
but I just remember that the match was going to happen.
And it could be rebooked when this whole mess is over too. You never know.
Hey, Orange, what you think about fighting Minoru Suzuki? I don't care.
By the way, I recently watched the AEW Unrestricted podcast for the first time, and I watched the episode with the best friends in Orange Cassidy, and that was entertaining as hell because it really is just like 45 minutes of an uncut, uncensored podcast. Aubrey Edwards, Tony Schiavone, best friends not giving a single fuck.
Indeed, yes.
And I like how they're like when they're talking about their origins of like how they became the best friends, and also the Chuck Taylor pointed out something interesting: is the fact that the AEW locker room almost looks like the Chikara locker room from 10 years ago.
Whoa!
The blocks. The blocks.
Yeah, I got the blocks up. That's for later. I'm just because I have to readjust. I still have to readjust things. I got to do these things on the fly sometimes, folks. Sorry about that. That's third seg.
That's one thing Chuck Taylor pointed out is that they all like Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor himself. There's also the Young Bucks, a whole bunch of other people. They used to be in Chikara, and now they're all in AEW.
They're missing a couple of key cogs, obviously, but generally, yeah. That's crazy.
And Eddie Kingston's in the back cutting a promo on a cookie.
Also, they brought up Chuck Taylor brought up a whole bunch of people who played Swamp Monster, including Pete Dunne and Dolph Ziggler.
Nice. I knew that was Dolph Ziggler on that damn thing.
So it was something like Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, like, there's a whole bunch of people play. I forget some of the names he mentioned, but there were some names that were surprising. Like, oh, that person was Swamp Monster? Okay, then.
It makes sense. It's literally a dude under a thing, and you don't even need to be, it doesn't even need to be anybody. It could be under contrast. Like, no, I was just there behind the scenes. I didn't do nothing. I didn't drop an elbow.
Also, my favorite.
You don't smell swamp on me.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when they're taking fan questions near the end. One of them asks, "Hey Trent, you're gonna keep your mom out of the Dark Order?" And Trent's immediate response is, "Well, the Dark Order isn't real."
Someone's getting papers thrown at him tonight.
Yep, and it's Alex Silver.
Alex Silver fucks things up.
No, John Silver. And John Silver will fuck it up.
Yeah, Silver will fuck it up. He's gonna get the papers. By the way, a couple of things we need to mention before we do anything else. Thank you to Roz Gibby for the follow yesterday. Hairball with 13 months with Prime Gaming. Thank you for 13 months. They're back, but are they better than ever? Cheers, drink for botches. Screw you too. And Mike Shell, hey, Fezzhead is back, baby. Finally, the WrestleCast is back on Fridays. Damn right.
The married Fez man.
A married Mazel Tov, by the way. He's a married man, ladies and gentlemen.
You know who might not be married very long?
Who?
John Moxley, because in order to be married, you need to be alive. And that may not happen since he has signed up for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport.
Yes! When? Against who?
His opponent has been named yet, but let me see. I believe the show is happening sometime next month.
Is it Shooter?
No, I believe Shooter's in Mexico.
Yeah, Shooter is on not on leave. He's on excursion.
Still be Shooter.
Oh, okay, sure, but no. But his opponent during Bloodsport, dude.
Still could be Shooter.
It's happening October 11th at 8 p.m. at the Marion County Fairgrounds in Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right, that makes sense.
Happening the day beforehand, though, is another event that I'm looking forward to, and that is Effie's Big Gay Brunch.
Nice. You've been talking about that on Tuesday, actually.
Yeah, it's so far some of the matches announced include the Twink Gauntlet. And I believe this will be the main event, the Too Hot for TV match, as Effie goes one-on-one with Hell's favorite harlot, Priscilla Kelly.
Ooh.
Also appearing will be Sunny Kiss and The Wife with Apricots and Pears.
Nice.
So I believe Sunny Kiss will be going 101 with I forget what their name is. One of the Exotico legends. I believe like Cassandra may have been their name. But yeah, it should be one hell of a show. It's gonna have that one. Big Gay Brunch is gonna be happening October 10th. It's gonna cost $13 American, so it should be a good time. So I believe the Bloodsport will probably cost around the same. So for $26, you get 2 good shows. Not a bad price in my opinion.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, you can order those shows on Fight TV.
And you're damn right, Bloodsport will be on my watch list.
And the only thing else I have to add is, let's see, when the video game end of things, there was a lot that came out since our last podcast about the Code, which was the Wrestling Code, which is the name of the game that Virtual Basement's been working on for like the past year or so. That roster is massive, has some amazing people in it. It's got the Sea Stars, it's got the Twisted Sisters, it's got Crime Time, and a whole bunch of other wrestlers. I believe also, what was his name? One of the ROH wrestlers, the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham. Like they also have the Boys. That was a nice surprise for me. The Tate Twins. So yeah, the roster's looking quite nice.
Do they have the greatest wrestler who ever out of WCW?
No, they do not have above average Mike Sanders.
Damn.
Nope. Not buying it. Fuck it. Bad game. You're out of.
Also, I'm pretty sure that the Wrestling Code will be a PS5 exclusive.
Negative 10 out of 10.
And I think the main reason for that is just of the architecture of the game and how they're making it specifically to feature on that sort of system with its hardware. And
That
from the
makes sense.
screenshots I've seen of the character models, it looks amazing. If you guys want any more info, you can check out Smacked Talks on YouTube. He's been doing an amazing job covering the game.
So I guess you're not buying Retro Mania Wrestling either. There's
I've
no
ordered
above
pre-order
average.
Retro Mania Wrestling on my Switch.
Oh,
months
absolutely.
ago, which is, by the way, getting really close to being done. They've had to delay it a few months because they want to fine-tune everything so that way when it's released, it is absolutely the game they want you to play. They don't want you to play any sort of half-ass mess. They want you to play their vision of the game.
They're basically pulling a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Especially with Breath of the Wild, if you follow the history of that game.
We wouldn't want a game to come out half-assed with a bunch of bugs.
Right, 2K?
Speaking of 2K, 2K Battlegrounds was released. That game looked a bit glitchy, and the biggest complaint that I've heard from people who have played it is the fact that the movesets are super limited. And I've not heard about movesets being this limited in a wrestling game since TNA Impact was released like 10 years ago.
When you're compared to a midway title from the PS3 era, you got problems.
Yeah, we don't want to have an incomplete game like some other publishers, right? Squaresoft, Phoenix.
Oh, what did they release that was unfinished?
What did they fuck up?
Oh, nothing. Not a game you would have heard of.
Oh. Yeah.
One more time. It sounds like you're coming a little gargled there, Shin. May I have that looked at?
Yeah, just have that serious that every time Square comes up. Avengers! Yeah, I really.
What's the name of that again?
I think it was the company.
No, the game that you tried to mention there.
Well, you probably wouldn't have heard of it. It's only about average at best. No one really likes it. It's a little screwed up.
It sounds like you're trying to say
Gesundheit.
Sounds like you're almost trying to say Avengers, but I can't tell. Could be anything, really.
Babengers, Babumble. Babumble.
Oh, of course, Marine Company's at Bethesda. Yeah, that goes without saying.
Oh, go, yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Glitchy Mess. Holy fucking shit. That might just take the cake. I don't think there's a video game
Jesus.
released more unfinished than Fallout 76. Jesus Christ. I feel legitimately sad for people who pre-ordered the Ultra Deluxe Edition, paid hundreds of dollars, and got that. They got that for hundreds of dollars. Oh my God.
Fucked.
Bethesda should be thrown in prison for that level of just, oh my God. Todd Howard, what the fuck were you thinking? God damn it, I could go on for hours.
Was he thinking?
You must move on.
No, T-Dub. Was he thinking? Anyway. Can
I just say that Brody Lee corpsing is the best thing I've seen all week.
Being the Elite, I'm assuming.
Yeah, John Silver fucked up again.
He
then
fucked up.
Sue
He
came in.
fucked up so hard, and then Sue came in. Bless her heart, just trying to have a fun time. And Brody Lee decided, you know what, I don't work for Vince tight ass McMahon. I'm a corpse. I'm gonna have fun.
That is the regular feature of Being the Elite, is when things get too funny, they're not afraid to corpse. And I love every skit on Being the Elite featuring the Dark Order. Just Sue throwing the papers at John Silver, and then Brody just yelling, fall down for Sue, fall down. Then as she's walking away, you see Stu Grayson, bye Mom.
That just leads to my theory that everyone in AEW loves Trent's mom. Everyone.
Everybody.
Yes,
Even
she seems to be
MJF.
lovely.
Even MJF loves Trent's mom.
By the way, another interesting note on from the Unrestricted podcast with Best Friends. They were talking about how they got Trent's mom involved, and it's quite hilarious because for a few weeks, it felt like everybody was entering on a vehicle to the ring. So Chuck went.
So
hey,
they were like, "Fuck it, let's make fun of that." That makes absolute sense.
Yeah, like, hey Trent, wouldn't it be funny if your mom drove us to the ring?
And they brought it up to Tony Khan, who is not Vince McMahon, and he said, "Cool, do it."
Yeah, he's like, yeah, they're like, hey, can we do this? And Tony Khan just went, yeah. Also, I love the fact that Chuck Taylor never calls WWE by their name. He only ever refers to them as the WWF.
Hey, who knows? He may be referring to the World Wildlife Fund.
That is true. That's true. Yeah. The Macho Panda, Randy Bamboo, or something. You know.
You lost it.
I lost it. Yeah. Joke
God damn
abort.
it.
Joke abort. Yeah. Oh, Devin the Great. Devin the Great in the chat. The Dark Order on Being the Elite equals the Wrestling Office. Yes.
Oh my God, Stu Grayson is Dwight.
Oh my, no. Oh no. Oh.
You know it. You know that's the truth.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
Stu, don't call him Dick Grayson.
I'm sorry, Stu. You're better than that, but you aren't white. Oh fuck.
Amazing what a year can do for a group.
That's the power of AEW. They take something that isn't working, and instead of like scrapping it and throwing it into the jobber heap, they say, you know what, you're gonna eat some losses for a while, but we're gonna allow you to tweak it. And one of the best acts in wrestling right now.
Yep. And has one of the, in my opinion, the most underrated tag team in all of AEW.
You have an opinion that is shared, my friend.
Are you talking about Alex Reynolds and John Silver?
Fuck no!
Are you talking about? Hold on, you must be talking about Preston and Five.
You're out of your family, T-Dub.
Come on, have you seen Alan Angel's hair? It's
Test
blonde.
your might.
It's flowing.
Dun, 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 dun. Test your might. Mortal Kombat. Come on.
I would love for
Smash
them to use
Bros.
Yeah, Smash Bros are pretty amazing, and I also like the fact that we got to see Evil Uno in a singles match this week
That was
against the
fun.
Hungman.
Can I just say that compared to last year, Uno has slimmed down.
He has. He has significantly.
Yeah, it's good to see him in better shape.
Boy. He's still a big boy, but he looks more healthy.
And JC says, T-Dub, obviously Shin is talking about Colt Cabana and Mr. Brody Lee.
Okay, that's second most underrated tag team.
By the way, how great is it that there are so many tag teams in AEW that you can think of 4 tag teams just from this faction alone, and there's still like 10 other tag teams in this company. That's how deep the division is, and I love it.
And they're not even using all of them. Some of them, they have to stay home. Some of them are this, some of them are that. But that's the amazing part. We could go on all night on this.
And they're all good. They all do something different. They're all made up that wrestle different styles. You got your high flying, you got your luchadors, you got your big beefy beat sticks, you got your technical machines.
You got your big man with big titties, slapping meat.
God damn it. Slapping meat.
That's all I want. Big, beefy man, bumping meat.
Bumping meat. Creed and Kofi in the background roll on the floor broken.
You want my tag teams? Here we go. Give me a clone machine. 3 Goldbergs. That's my tag team.
Anything else on the news list? Because at this point we may as well move on.
No, that's really all I've got.
Oh.
Us for winners and losers later.
Yeah, we could continue this discussion. We're gonna take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. While we do that, we're gonna take a quick 30-second Twitch ad break. When we come back, stuff and things, and no, not that one, HBK, the other one. There you go. We shall return with our reading of the card as Clash of Champions and our discussion on the G1 Climax so far. As you've seen, we got brackets, we got images, we got blocks. We have yet to talk about those blocks. Interesting stuff. We'll come back. Don't go away.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Excellent.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
These newfangled video games are too hard. Hello, boys and girls. This is the national treasure and the world's champion, Nick Aldis, and I'm here to announce that the NWA is coming to Retribution. Stars like myself, Colt Cabana, the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. Hey, do you want a challenge for the 10 pounds of gold? Well, you can, buddy, in Retromania Wrestling. Coming to the PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. I'm going retro. Retromania Wrestling. Coming in 2020.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
back on the WrestleCast, RVT Entertainment Production, Automag.com. We're on Spotify, on YouTube, and we're out there. So I am rusty. I need to get my editing skills. I need to start wearing headphones again while editing, because the audio is a little up and down. But I do apologize with that on that front. But Matty T-Dub and Shintigercurl. Well, I'm sorry, Fat Fuck, the troll, and Hat Guy. Fucking Retribution. Anyway, discussion still continuing on the. Hey, I thought I stopped. There we go. Discussion still rusty. Discussion is going on in the chat, by the way. We had Devin the Great. It's getting better, but the women's Jay Coggins one. I wonder if the women's division would be better if they had a women's tag division. Talking about AEW, I don't think they need that just yet, and that would be too much, anyways. I would say this though. I think Devin is great. I think Devin's on the money. It's getting better. Britt is back in fighting shape, and Thunder Rosa is giving the division a shot in the arm. NWA has partnered up with AEW. I mean, only briefly. It's the NWA Women's Champion. Early days there. And Evil Robin, I suddenly have the urge to get some Radio Cutman on after this episode. You're welcome. Anyway, gentlemen, Clash of Champions. Here's the card, and I will take. Time me. Can someone actually let me give a timer here? Because I do not want to waste more time than needed. Other than the time I'm wasting now, obviously. Timer. No. Stopwatch. There we go. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the card as it is, and I don't give a fuck what the main event is. All right? And ready, and go. Asuka versus Zelina Vega for the Raw Women's Championship. The main event will be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship, and Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the Universal Championship. Bayley will take on Nikki Nicole Cross for the SmackDown Women's title. Jax and Baszler will take on the reformed Riot Squad, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. Yeah, they're back. That's on and off again. Who gives a fuck? Raw Women's Tag match. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Lucha House Party for the SmackDown Tag titles. Hardy versus Style versus Zayn. Ladder match to determine the undisputed IC champion. That's going to be a banger, honestly. Street Profits versus Andrade and Hell Garza. Yes, again, this is match number 1,000 of them, apparently. And Bobo Lashover take on Apollo Crews for the U.S. title. Stop. 1 minute. That's Clash of Champions. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much what we think of WWE, we're all three of us, we are Orange Cassidy. Whatever. Don't care.
Well, it's just something the card doesn't end up sucking. That's all I'm asking for. Just give us something that's halfway entertaining.
Look, they got Hardy versus Styles versus Zayn in a ladder match. That's going to be a banger, like I said. McIntyre versus Orton, they've delivered the goods. I have not watched SummerSlam, but I have watched that match. They're not bad. And honestly,
the winner is going to be AJ, Zayn, Hardy, man.
Whatever.
Who cares? I don't know.
Who the fuck cares? It doesn't matter. Anyway, let me put on the thing I set up earlier. There's the color. We have here's the G1 Climax, ladies and gents. This is what New Japan put up on their website as of, I believe, today and yesterday. These are the standings as they are now. We're not going to tell you what it is, but for those in the podcast, I can tell you this is early goings. Here is the list. They have Kota Ibushi, Jeff Cobb for A Block. Kota Ibushi, Jeff Cobb, good pickup. Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, Will Ospreay, Shingo Takagi, Minoru Murder Grandpa Suzuki, Taiji, Jay Wimp White, and Yujiro Takahashi in A Block. As far as who's got the money, they've only had like 2 matches each at this point. Will Ospreay's got 4. Taichi's got 4. He beat Minoru Suzuki in a decent match. Jay White's got 4. Cobb's got 2. Okada's got 2. And Minoru Suzuki, he's got 2. Everyone else is stuck at 0 for now, but this is early goings here. As far as B Block, here is what you have. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Juice Robinson, Hiroki Goto, Toru Yano, yay. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tetsuya Naito, Sonata, Zack Sabre Jr., Kenta, and Evil. As far as the points, Robinson's got 4. He's tied in the lead with Yano. He's got 4. Yano's got 4. Naito's got 4. Goto's got 2. Zack Sabre Jr., he's got 2. Kenta has got 2. Everyone else is El Zichu.
Oh, gee, Yoshihashi has 0. What a surprise.
Hey, at least Yoshihashi finally won a bout.
Yeah, a belt he had to win with 2 other guys.
You just never will give him any credit, will you?
You know what? If it's a running gag, I'm letting him run with it. And at this point, Yoshihashi will become the new Barry Horowitz. He wins a big thing. Yoshihashi wins a match. Yoshihashi wins a match, and we're gonna mark out and make people laugh. It's gonna be fun. Let's have some fun with it.
That's right. You all should have fun because I'm an A Block and I've got 4 points. And I'm Jay White.
Yeah. I'm Jay White, star player of A Block, the Xanarchy Abes. I played Final Fantasy X. What can I talk? Anyway, moving on. Go.
I haven't seen any of the matches, but I did see a promo from Kenta from earlier this week, and he was talking 100% English about his time in NXT versus New Japan. He says that at least here in New Japan, I may not be winning, but at least I get to be me. At least I get to be myself.
That's a damning statement, though. He's better booked losing in Japan than he would be losing in America. How's that for a statement?
Yeah, and he gave a lot of compliments to Juice Robinson.
That's not a bad thing.
Juice Robinson turned his life around after leaving NXT.
They did, and cannot wait until the finals, because usually the finals, those are some of the best matches. The semifinals, the finals.
Yeah, we will be obviously covering that when that weekend does come up, the A and B Block finals. And obviously the finals, we will be previewing the shit out of that and reviewing it, of course. I will say this. I did watch 2 matches. I saw Okada versus Ibushi, which was the main event of night 1. That was a banger. And Minoru Suzuki versus Tomohiro Ishii, because obviously... I cannot wait for the English commentary for that, by the way, because they're gonna have fun calling that.
It's already out.
Good. I need to watch that tomorrow then.
I've seen the first 3 days of G1 Climax in English.
So right off the bat, what do you think of the format change? For those who don't know what usually a G1 card is, it's a big match. It's like G1 it's a tour. They go all over Japan, and last year they started in the States, and they presented full pay-per-view caliber like cards, where like the second half of the card was all G1 matches, and the undercard would be tag matches featuring the block that would not be competing. Now, obviously, this year they're not doing that there because of obvious reasons. But they just separated it to, the 6 block matches and 1 match featuring the Young Lions to warm everybody up. What do you think of that? Because I think it's not a bad idea.
So far, from what I've been able to see for the first 3 days, them taking out the tag matches finished. It goes. Not just saying that they sucks previous years, but all things considered, it's a bit more streamlined. The only prelim matches we have is the C block, as Rocky Romero calls it, the C block.
Yeah.
Current champion of the C block being the one, the only David Finlay.
Yipper.
And currently they're fighting. And currently it's between Gabriel Kidd, Yuya Yamura, and my boy Yoda.
Oh, if Gabriel Kidd sounds familiar, yes. That same Gabriel Kidd from What Culture Pro Wrestling / Defiant Wrestling.
Same guy. He's a young lion. I know I believe he's a young lion in the L.A. Dojo. I want to say.
Yeah, he's one of Shibata's boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Yoda shaved his beard. He looks weird without it.
Chin. It's like Blampier talking about Triple H. It's like, hi Triple H, why do you have so much face? Hi Suji, why do you have so much face?
But yeah, so far the matches that really stand out to me so far, of course, was Ishii and Suzuki. Okada and Bushi was good. Let's see. Ospreay and Ishii was surprisingly long and brutal. They really went hardcore on each other. Not hardcore.
Suzuki and Tai Chi was pretty good.
Suzuki and Tai Chi, I've heard it was solid, but yeah, Ishii versus Minoru, they beat the shit out of each other.
Tai Chi versus Suzuki, they did not hold back on each other. It was just nasty from the word go. TWK versus Shingo. Nice little big man fight right there. Just power on power right there. Let's see what else was good. Yujiro, I'm not even sure if he's going to get on the board. I think he might get a win, but I'm not sure who he's going to get a win off of. Because honestly, I think that Yujiro might tie Yoshihashi with having no points this time. I don't think him or Yoshihashi are going to get on the board for this entire tournament.
Yeah, you know what? In fairness, they do have to have at least 1 point on the tournament because they are facing each other. Someone's has got to go.
They're in different blocks.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
Yeah,
Yujiro's is in A, and Tai Chi, Yoshihashi's in B. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, they might both get O's. Fair enough. Never mind.
Juice, he looks great.
Juice. I think Juice might get 10. He might. It's surprising, but before the pandemic, they were still building this guy up. He was the U.S. champ going into Wrestle Kingdom.
Part of me wants to say, I'm going to say right now, I think Juice might take Block B, or at least make it to the final, to the semifinal. He's gonna get to like the last night being like he's in contention to win the block in a sense. Yeah, either that or he'll make it to the top 2 of Block B.
Ooh.
With how good he's been looking in the ring and the pushes he's been given, especially this year before the pandemic, I can see Juice Robinson hitting the double digits at the very least. As I think Sonata might surprise some people. He has a rough start, but I think Sonata might get something. Might get something in this tournament. I mean, remember how last year was? Both Ibushi and Jake started off with three losses straight, and then they went on to win both A and B block, and they went on to the finals. So you never know. It's not too late for Sonata. It's still early, so he could go all the way.
Slow starts usually pick up that fast finishes. You never know. That being said, boys, I want to keep this to as close to under 90 minutes, and we're already out of time. We will pick this discussion up. We're going to bring you back for the preview and reviews for G1 Climax for sure next month. Shit, absolutely, really? We need to do that because yeah. That being said, we still have one thing left to do. We got to do them winners and losers, gentlemen. I know it's been a while. Let's take care of business. Losers first. Shin, kick us off.
I already know what I have to prepare. It's been a while.
It's been a while since we had a good D cell.
And I think we already know who's getting this goddamn D-Cell battery. Yeah, we're going to get the D-Cell battery award goes to none other than, surprise, surprise, Retribution. Just, how do you, everyone connected with that angle gets a D-Cell battery, and it's a shame that I have to do that because there's so much great talent in there, and they just fucked them up. Fucked them up with those goddamn names and giving them goddamn contracts. Who gives a terrorist group bent on destroying your company? They're paying them to destroy them. That is stupid. That is asinine.
Hey, I'm going to go get a job at one of the big banks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a CERN block and throw it through the window. They'll give me a contract with them, right? They'll give me just big old high-paying numbers.
And then one of them, I can't remember who, either T-Bar or Slapjack, decided to get into it with CM Punk on Twitter because he complained about the
T-Bar.
story.
It's T-Bar.
And I'm like, why are you talking about how you're going to destroy it for the company? You're getting paid to do this shit.
Well, you see, the whole plan is
Vincent Kennedy McMahon, damn it. That's the plan.
I'm bringing back an old joke. I know who's really behind Retribution. None other than Big Cass.
I would not be surprised. No. You know what? I was gonna say, well, we'll call him Big Ass. No, that's not fair to get to the guy. Big Cass.
See, this is the plan. You're going to cause destruction and chaos. And then when they least expect it, they're going to sign you to contracts, and then you're going to cash your paychecks. They'll never see it coming. Master plan. But as for my other loser, I got to say NXT. They're not sucking right now, but with all this hot shot booking and all this other crap trying to spike the rating, not to mention they're losing a bunch of talent being called up to the main roster. It does not paint a good picture for them in the near future. They're still doing okay, but it's a slippery slope and they're sliding down it pretty fast. And if they don't switch nights or do something about it, the NXT we know and love is going to be gone forever. That's my only loser.
T-Dub.
Let's see. Within the world of wrestling, yeah, I'm gonna give mine to Raw just for having one of the worst episodes of the year. Unfortunately, kind of a shame.
It took the worst Raw of the year so far to bring me back, folks. That's how bad it was. It's resurrected me to I was literally like Vegeta. It's like, for thousands of years I have laid dormant. Who dares? Oh, it's you. Speak, idiot. Talking to you, Vince.
No. We just debuted Retribution.
God damn it! Oh, I'm pretty sure that makes it 54. Do I have 55? Gotta love them DBZA jokes. All right, more losers, T-Dub, or are you done?
I am done.
WWE is a big loser this week. I'm not going to put Retribution on my losers list because they've been shit on already, and I've shat on them enough already. WWE's at fault. Why? Junior. Don't call him Vince. Don't call him VKM. Don't even call him Vinny. He hates Junior, so on this show, he will henceforth be known, Vince McMahon will henceforth be known as Junior. Why? He'll be called Junior until he earns my respect again. Winners.
That means you're gonna join a very exclusive club.
Oh, the Matty Jay kiss my ass club. Oh, you could have joined it right now. Be careful. I farted. Anyway. Because at this point, Vince McMahon can kiss my ass. Shin, winners, do it.
Oh, that's easy. It's AEW. I mean, sure, they had a big stumbling block with their last pay-per-view, but since then they have been killing it with a lot of stuff. But one thing I want to call out in particular is a match that happened on AEW Dark this week. Let me pull up the name. The match between Ben Carter and Lee Johnson. I have never heard of these two before, but people were saying, yo, you need to watch Dark for that match between these two. And I watched it, and I'm like, God damn, this is a great match. And
I have as well, and AEW would be smart to sign these gentlemen and find a way to get these more matches like that out of them.
Yes, indeed. Got it. If they better sign Ben Carter. Ben Carter is phenomenal in a word. Dude is so young, so talented. Lee Johnson, if they haven't signed him already, get him in there too. They got some great young lions up in there, and I'm calling them young lions for that. Other winners are the Hurt Business for being probably the only good thing I've heard out of Raw in the last month. So they've been.
I mean, if there's one silver lining out of Retribution, is the fact that Bobby Lashley, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander, of all things, are looking pretty damn good against them.
Also, one other bad thing about Retribution, they lost their debut match by disqualification.
Let's just do winners, dude. Let's keep it positive.
I think my last winner is going to go to The Party, which is the name given to the group, to the group of Austin Creed, Chugs, all caps like Kenta.
Yeah.
Swiss Tony.
That's Cesaro.
Prince Pretty.
That's Tyler Breeze, obviously.
And Prince Pretty playing Uno every week for the last 20-something some odd weeks. It never gets old. It has been one of the bright spots of my week during this depressive year called 2020. So if you haven't watched them, give them a try. It's always fun to watch these four guys just utterly destroy each other in playing the most evil game known to man, Uno.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
And Cesaro's soundboard gets better every day.
Wait, he's got a soundboard?
Yeah, he's got a soundboard with just different clips.
Infringement.
He even included one from Key and Peele.
Nice.
Nice.
The substitute teacher. This is churlish and insubordinate. And those are my winners.
Son of a bitch! T-Dub.
Let's see. Got to give my winner to all the good promos from AEW from the past time since we've been gone. They've been amazing. They've been doing a great job of giving the story. And the one thing I love about all Elite Wrestling is the fact that they take their time with their stories. They never really rush anything. And
it doesn't feel rushed, but it gives you just enough to satisfy you for the week, and that's imperative.
I think this shows more than anything else that wrestling stories are best when you take their time with them, give them time to breathe, and don't just try to rush everything out the door as soon as possible because we only got 3 weeks till the next pay-per-view. Oh, no, we better get things going now, and just sort of speed things along and just have everything feel super rushed, and then you just don't have the same excitement as you do for like a 2 to 3 month build.
Anybody else?
I also give one to the Dark Order for being amazing on being the Elite.
No problems there. All Elite Wrestling and BTE for the longest while. They're still awesome as it is. This week's AEW along with promos. Pretty much everyone knocking out promos. Jake the Snake back in there, cutting promos with the best of them. New Japan Pro Wrestling back with the G1 Climax. They had a great summer series that culminated in a baseball field, which that was fucking cool. Naito won his 2 belts back, so he's Naito 2 belts again. Evil only had a one shot, a short reign, but I think it's one of those cases. It was like, you know what? Fair enough. Hey, you got to be on top for a little bit. Cool. Cody for the return. And one thing we have, Talking Shop-A-Mania gets a winner this week.
And there's already a sequel on the way. There's a sequel on the way.
They're working on the sequel, and the minute it's available for purchase, for pre-order / purchase on Fight, I am buying that shit. Folks, they called the worst pay-per-view ever. Wasn't, but it was the most hilarious fucking thing ever. Period. God damn it, you son of a bitch! You pill popping, glug glugging son of a bitch! Fuck you, Sex Ferguson! 3 dudes fucking around, and just 3 dudes and a budget and a ring and a backyard, just fucking around. Best thing all year. Who knows? Who knew? All right, that being said, Shin, you still have youtube.com/MaxCorn?
Of course I do. And for those of you in the chat who don't know, a few weeks ago I hit the big milestone, 1,000 subscribers.
That means he has to read Onision's book live on the air.
You are wrong.
Oh.
Nope. I will not be reading Onision's book or any of Onision's so-called books because I value what little sanity I have left in my life. But yes, my YouTube channel is, of course, Maxacorum, where you can find me reading various bits of fan fiction if it piques my interest. But mainly, it is basically doing lore videos for the tabletop game War Machine and Hordes. If you're interested in the game, if you're interested in a tabletop game that is nowhere near as grimdark as Warhammer 40K, give it a check out. You can find some stuff at privateerpress.com. I'm not sponsored by them. I just freaking love the lore. Other than that, you can also find me on Twitter at #Shintigercurl. And that's all for my cheap plugs.
T-Dub still got the videos rolling. He got a podcast for a couple weeks because we weren't doing this show, but he's back to regular videos and all that good stuff. I don't know what your next video is, but you are working on it. If you want,
I just released it yesterday. Borderlands 3 review.
There we go.
Posted that into the Twitch chat. Go check that out. Also, I stream here on the same RVT Twitch every Tuesday around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going to be doing video game stuff, and this Tuesday it's going to be a mystery game, but one that will be enjoyed especially by one Mr. Matty Jay of MattyJProductions.com.
I don't have MattyJProductions.com. I don't own that. I should own that, but yeah.
If you don't, then I will buy it, and I'll turn it into a huge mural that says, Matty J loves Monday Night Raw.
You know, if he spent that much effort trying to get a better camera, he would more than likely have better quality.
Where I'm going, I don't need a camera, especially in this video where I never show up on it. It's all video game footage.
Makes sense. Anyway, of course, you want his next video, I should say, early. You could support it. Patreon.com/TWK Reviews. If you want to support me, PayPal.me/MattyJ316. And if you know our buddy Spade Ace, you can follow him at Neo Spade Ace on Twitter. He's going through a rough patch. He's asking for any help possible. He's posting his PayPal all over the place. If you want to give him a dime, give him $1, give him a couple of dollars, do so. He would appreciate it. You can follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWK Official, of course, and of course, at Shintigercurl. I'm on Instagram as well under that same situation. And I have been inactive for the most part, but enjoying my time off and my relax. This has been fun. Shall we do it next week, boys? I think we should.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back, all that good stuff. But that will do it this week, ladies and gentlemen. We shall return next week at 9 p.m. That's our permanent slot. Fuck SmackDown. That's why. As for this week, on behalf of Shintigercurl,
manhole covers. I'll avoid the streets, bitch.
And TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews, starting to work your gimmick!
My name's Matty Jay, reminding you to help professional wrestling, support independent promotion as soon as possible. We shall talk to you next week. Have a good one. Have a safe one. And especially stay safe out there. Wear your fucking mask. Don't be an idiot. Till then, good night. Bye, everybody. Oh, bye.
We've tied up Mike and jammed an oily rag into his mouth so that we may bring you the following joke.
You see, if you live long enough, eventually someone's going to say the word Thunderdome in your presence.
That's right. And I'm guessing most of you aren't equipped with a snappy comeback. Well, we're going to give you one.
We'll act it out for you.
Welcome, everyone, to Friday Night SmackDown. And welcome to WWE's Thunderdome.
Oh, come on. Can't we just get beyond Thunderdome? Thank you.
Thank you.